Hey you guys, I hope you are all doing good. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Today I am just popping in to share my March favorites with you, and to be honest, I don't have a lot. Towards the end of March, as everything started kind of shutting down, I pretty much went into like Hobbit mode. I wasn't wearing makeup very much. I was not doing my skincare like at all, which is funny because my skin cleared up so much not doing anything to it. I was also not wearing makeup, so that could be part of it. It did get very like dry, like flaky from not exfoliating, but as soon as I exfoliated, my skin looked great. So I think it kind of enjoyed the break from products. But I haven't been wearing very much makeup at all. I'm going to be fixing that in April, of course, wearing a bit more makeup. I love the look I did today. Normally, I don't wear yellow just because it doesn't go great with my skin tone, but I actually like the pop of yellow today, so we'll see. Maybe I'll play with yellow a bit more. Depending on what state you're in, you've been in your house for a long time. I'm in Ohio, so I've been on like official lockdown for 2 weeks now, and we just got extended to May. So yeah, it's going to be quite a while, which is a good thing. Please, 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 unless you are going to work or grocery shopping or for a walk in the park far, far, far away from other people, please stay at home. Make it easier on everyone. I do have to go out later today. The little Asian supermarket that I like doing all my shopping at, unfortunately, has had to limit the days he is open because of slow business, which breaks my heart. So he's only open Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays now, which absolutely breaks my heart. So I am ready to go in there today and just drop a boatload of cash on snacks and other yummy things to cook. Speaking of snacks, that's like half of my favorites this month because I have been working out every single day. I'll get into that in a minute. But I've also been snacking like crazy. So even though I've been working out every single day, I still gained 5 pounds. I gained 5 pounds, even though I've been exercising. And I have a monitoring scale, like a really, really good one. So I know that it's 5 pounds of body fat, not 5 pounds of muscle. Meh. Okay, anyway, to the snacks. This is the best chocolate bar ever in the whole wide world. Only closely followed up by Hershey bar with almonds. Not regular Hershey bars, those suck, but the Hershey bars with almonds are really good. And this is amazing. It's so good. I love it very much. I bought lots and lots and lots of these. I've probably had like 4 of these since this began, and yes, this one is open and like halfway gone already. I love these, and they're helping keep me sane right now. Another thing I love is chai tea. I love the Tezo brand and the what's the other brand? Oregon chai. Both of them are really, really, really good. I love chai tea. I've tried making it with like standard chai tea bags and stuff, and it doesn't turn out the same as getting like the pre-done mixture, even when I add sugar and all that stuff to it. So I love this. I have to, of course, be smart with it because it's really high calorie, but it's also really, really yummy. And also, I shouldn't be drinking a ton of milk, but I am because I can't find the oat milk I like anywhere. Like, I don't know how, but you like put one Oatly on the shelf and like there must be just like a horde of zombies attacking it because Target's been out for weeks. So anyway, last snack. Have you guys had these? These are the best thing in the whole wide world. I will seriously like sit and eat like almost an entire bag of these. I have to be like stopped. These are so good. That's why this bag is not open. I'm not opening it and it's going straight in the pantry. But these are amazing. They're very, very hard and crunchy, and they're like all flavory and they're yummy, and yeah, they're amazing. All right, so that's it for snacks. For makeup, I have 3 favorites, and that's it. Probably because I've been kind of switching around what makeup I'm using quite a bit, trying to figure out what's breaking my skin out and what's not. And at the same time, switching from summer makeup to spring makeup because, or not summer to spring, switching from winter makeup to spring makeup. My other snack favorite, coffee. I need more of it, clearly. A lot more of it. 3 favorites. One is this. You've seen this one before. This is the Tarte Blush in Fearless. I put this away for the winter and went for a much softer blush, but now that it's spring, I am so happy to have the super bright pink out again. I really love this one. And I've used this a ton. Like, these blushes don't die. It takes forever to hit pan on them. The other thing I've been using, I'm actually wearing it right now, is the Fresh Sugar Rosé lip treatment. Mostly because the spot on my lip chapped again. If I don't have stuff constantly on my lips lately, they've been chapping really, really bad. And I don't know if my house is too dry. I haven't been running my humidifier every night. That could be part of it. I don't know if I'm just in the house too much, so my skin's drying out more. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I figured out how to keep it from like toppling over. I pretty much just like inch it up a squidgen at a time and use it and then put it back down. And it hasn't been toppling over a whole lot, but it's really, really good. And I like it. And yay, just don't leave it in your car, like, ever. And my last favorite for makeup I'm also wearing, and that is this. I actually got this in the Merch Sephora Playbox. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is a felt tip. We all know how I feel about felt tips and how I love brush tips. And brush tips are better than felt tips any day. However, this is probably the best felt tip I've ever tried. Like, the detail I was able to get on those wings was really impressive. It's very pigmented. You can get a nice sharp line with it. It goes on well. Out of all felt tips, this is probably my favorite. So I'm pretty happy with that. Books. I have one book that I finished this month, and that's As Bright as Heaven. I didn't write down the author. I always write down the author. Hold on. I will find it for you. By the way, I read like all my books on an app called Libby. It's a library app, basically. Here we go. Okay, Susan Meissner, As Bright as Heaven by Susan Meissner. This book. This was so, so good. Anyway, let me finish. The Libby app. If you have a library card or can apply for one online, get a library card, and then you can borrow library books on your phone or your Kindle, or I think your Kindle, but like your phone, your iPad, whatever, and they're amazing. Like, it's the best thing ever, since like all the libraries are closed right now. At least in my area, they all shut down because, you know, books, physical, not good. But anyway, this book is so, so good. It's about 3 sisters who are living in Philadelphia during the Spanish flu. And we all know that Philadelphia, if we've been watching the news at all, and they've been going through projections and stuff, Philadelphia was much harder hit than St. Louis because Philadelphia had a parade and wasn't doing social distancing and things like that. It's about these 3 sisters, and it's actually a really unique perspective because their dad is actually learning to be an undertaker. So it's each sister's point of view and going through their lives, how they're affected, different things they do, stuff like that. It's really good, really interesting. There's a lot of talk about dark subjects in it. So if you're looking for something bright and cheery, this is not the book for you. It's a little on the darker side. So if you're easily triggered by stuff like that, I would avoid it for now until this whole thing smooths over a bit. But really, really good book. All right, music. I haven't been listening to a lot of music lately just because I haven't been driving. I typically listen to the most music when I'm in the car driving. So I've pretty much only been listening to music when I'm working. And when I'm working, I don't like music with lyrics because it will distract me. So I've mostly been listening to music on YouTube versus Spotify, and I've been listening to lots of like lo-fi hip hop, like cafe background sounds, and BTS piano versions. If you have not looked up BTS piano on YouTube, look it up and you will find so many channels that do piano versions of their songs, and it is so pretty and it just makes your brain go, ah. All right, as for shows, me and my husband are still watching Crash Landing on You, which is so good. We're about halfway through it. It's getting really kind of dark and scary at this point, but I don't think I've watched maybe one or two Korean dramas that don't have like it suddenly turned dark and scary halfway through it. But it's really, really good. I highly recommend it. And then the other show I've been watching is Great British Baking Show. Not the new ones. I'm going back on Netflix and watching the old ones with Mary Berry because I love Mary Berry with all my heart. Because if I haven't been watching Great British Baking Show, I've been watching the news. And watching the news pretty much gives me a panic attack these days. Not so good. So I need something light and cheerful and happy and non-stressful, and Great British Baking Show is perfect for that. I can put on the background, it's nice and happy and light, and there's food involved, so I'm happy. And then I want to mention I have been exercising, like I said before, every single day. I missed one day, that's it. And yeah, it's hard. So I don't do good exercising by myself. Like I don't like group classes or anything like that. That freaks me out. Like I tried a group class once and it was okay, but like my brain doesn't function that way. But I like it when I'm told, okay, do this, then this, then this, then this. That's easier for me. So I've already been following Yoga with Adriene for years. She has the most amazing yoga channel. Even if you're like new to yoga and you have no freaking clue what you're doing, her stuff is absolutely great. It's very relaxing, very calming, very slow. A lot of it focuses on mental work and your breathing and things like that and just being comfortable. So she's like a happy place. Fair warning, she will occasionally insert a dirty joke randomly, like when you're in the middle of a really difficult pose and then you may fall over laughing and then have to reset and things, so that can happen. Her videos are amazing if you want to get into yoga and you're looking for something really light and gentle to start out with. And she has some way more difficult stuff, just letting you know, but she has like a whole beginner series. And then if you're looking for easy body weight workouts that are like Pilates, more Pilates based, but also incorporate like body weight exercises, like more standard body weight exercises, Chloe Ting's videos are amazing. The majority of the time she doesn't use weights, you don't need props, you usually just need a yoga mat. And like right now I'm doing her, I think it's like 25-day slim thigh challenge. And I'm on day like 18, I think. And it's this particular workout series is very focused on abs and legs. And it's really, really, really good. It's gentle enough that if you haven't worked out in a long time, it's not going to make you die. But it's hard enough that if you haven't worked out in a long time, you're probably going to have to pause like halfway through the cardio stuff and breathe. And if you're anything like me, you're probably gonna have to pause like 5 minutes into every ab video and curl up on the floor and cry like a little baby. Because even though I have really strong abs, those are really difficult moves. And everything's very low impact. Like she has lots of variations. Like if anything involves like jumping at all, she'll always have a low impact variation where you don't have to jump. So if you don't like jumping, you have knee or hip problems, or you live in an apartment, or you have really hard floors like I do and you just don't want to be jumping, then those are excellent. I highly, highly, highly recommend her workouts because I know a lot of people tend to complain about at-home workouts because they require a lot of equipment, and her stuff doesn't require any equipment at all, at least the stuff that I've done. So it's really, really helpful. But yeah, I've been exercising. Like I think this is the longest I've ever gone on like an exercise thing, and it is getting easier as I go. So that's awesome. I'm one of those people who, if I can stay away from the dairy milk bars, let's push that over there, intends on looking a heck of a lot better after this than I did when we were first locked down. So anyway, you guys, that is it for my favorites. I know it's a very low amount of favorites, but again, I haven't bought any new makeup because right when I was getting out of my no-buy is when things started happening and locking down. So I probably won't be buying much. Honestly, I'll probably be doing a lot of just like shop my stash kind of stuff and going through old palettes, older makeup, things like that. And I have a bunch of videos planned. I just have to have time to do them because I actually had an old client of mine who I used to freelance for. I was freelancing for a long time and then took a break at the end of December. I was like, hey, I need to stop working. I need to focus on some other things. And she actually got in contact with me and was like, hey, I know a bunch of freelancers are struggling right now. Do you need work? And I was like, yes, because my husband is on layoff right now from his job just because of, again, lack of work. And it's a very, very, very tiny business he works for. You've got like 3 dudes. So any extra work that came in, I was like, yes, please, whatever, I will do it. So I've been working on that. So while everyone else seems to kind of be slowing down a bit, my workload's actually increased, which was not originally the plan, but I am so, so, so grateful to have work from someone who is like, hey, I don't need this stuff done. I have plenty of people working for me, but if you need work, it's here for you and you can do it. Like that, those kind of bosses are so rare and such good people. And I just want to point out, look for the people who are doing good right now. Really, really focus on the people who are doing the absolute best they can to help. Turn off the news. You know, look up cute animals on Instagram. Look up what people are doing to help other people right now. And it will definitely inspire you. Like, there's even a woman who, in a little neighborhood near where I live, she's a couple miles away though, she actually started a little free grocery in her front yard where she gets donations and she sets out canned goods on her front lawn on a table, and people can drop off canned goods. They can come and get canned goods for anyone in the neighborhood who needs help. I think that's the most amazing thing. And I just really encourage you, do what you can to help other people. And if you're in a position where you can't help right now and you're just feeling down and crappy, look up stories of the people who are helping and what they're doing to help, and it will lift your mood a little bit, hopefully. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you had anything you're absolutely loving or think I should try. Let me know down in the comments below. I've been loving hearing from you guys, and You got so many more of you guys have been watching these videos lately, and thank you. I'm so happy you've been enjoying them. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I post several times a week, as often as I can right now. And I am also on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, though I'm mainly on Twitter and Instagram, so go ahead and say hi to me over there as well. All the links are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!